Here we are. You're in the United States temporarily, helping us build up the land, claiming the land. The world says we have to leave this land. See this? This is the Kedusha of Eretz Yisrael, the beautiful land of Eretz Yisrael. We love it. This is our land forever. Welcome to the tree planting project of Zohar Tzenu. We're here in Yitzhar, overlooking the vineyards that Zohar Tzenu has planted over the years, over 7,000 vines. We also plant in Itamar and in Beit El and in Elon Moreh and also up in the Golan.
These are pomegranates grown here in Beit El. They're one of the 7 species that the land of Israel is well known for. These are figs, also one of the 7 species. These are cherry trees. These are olives. The technology for making the delicious olive oil and wine and drying grains were all developed in this area.
Zohar Tzenu specializes in planting fruit trees.
This is a Cabernet Sauvignon. It's ready for harvest. What I want you to see is this is black on the outside, but the pulp on the inside is colorless, right? All the color and the flavor comes from the peel. You can also see how easily it separates from the skin. That's a sign that that we're getting there. It's very close to being ripe for harvest. Also, you can see that the pit there is almost completely brown. That's also an indication of the ripeness. We pick the grapes, we bring them here to the winery, we crush them, put them in here for 2 weeks, and then we'll be pressing them. These are the grapes after the fermentation. And this we're going to use for compost. One of the really neat things that you can see right here is that we don't have any problems with color in this area in general. This is the wine all wrapped up, the fruits of the land of Israel, prepared for you to enjoy in your home.
Shalom, this is Shlomo Wolfish speaking to you from Ramat Bet Shemesh, Israel at the best supermarket. When you're in Chutz La'aretz or outside the land of Israel, buying fruits and vegetables is the easiest thing to do. However, in Israel, during the year of Shemitah, you have to really know what you're buying. During Shemitah, the best fruit that you can eat is Kedushat Shvi'it. This is fruit from Shemitah which has a special holiness, and it's a mitzvah to eat this fruit. That fruit is specially marked off in this area right over here. But if the fruits and vegetables during Shemitah is Kedushat Shvi'it, the farmers are not allowed to sell them because it belongs to Hashem. So how then can we buy fruits and vegetables in the store if the farmer is not allowed to make money off it? The way you can sell Kedushat Shvi'it fruits in the store is for the farmer to give their fruits and vegetables to a Bezdin. That's called Otzer Bezdin. The Bezdin, which is a rabbinical court, then determines how much money it costs to pick the vegetables, put them on a truck, and ship them to the store. So you don't pay for the fruits and vegetables at all. You're only paying for the shipping, which is determined by the Otzer Bezdin. The best fruits and vegetables to eat during Shemitah are Shemitah fruit that have Kedushat Shvi'it. However, you can't just throw the peels and the extra produce that's left over into the garbage. You need to put it into a special garbage called Pach Shemitah, since it has holiness. When you're finished cutting up the Kedushat Shvi'it fruit, you take the extra amount and instead of throwing it in the garbage, you put it inside the Pach Shemitah. The fruit sits inside the Pach Shemitah for a few days until it rots, and at that point it's no longer usable, and then you can throw it into the real garbage.
The Torah tells us that when the Jewish people will come to the land of Israel, they are commanded to plant trees that will produce fruit. Natatem kol eitz machol. You'll plant trees that you can eat fruit therefrom. And therefore, planting trees in the land of Israel has always been a Jewish tradition from the time of Yoshua bin Nun till our time.
The fellows here in Yitzhar They work in the Kerem. They also learn in yeshiva. Take a look at the yeshiva that overlooks the vineyard here in Yitzhar. Hundreds of students learning there. They learn, they work the land. Beautiful, beautiful area. This is the Nachla of Yosef HaTzadik, the inheritance of the great Yosef HaTzadik. I wanted to show you this. These are two different wines that they won the gold medal in Israel wine producing. Chaim.
You know, the Talmud tells us about a man that planted a tree, that it would take 70 years for it to get fruit. And when he planted the tree, he was already an elderly gentleman, so people said to him, well, why are you wasting your time? And he said, well, others planted for me before, I plant for future generations. Even though, for instance, someone like David Ben-Gurion, who was a secular Israeli, he also saw in the planting of fruit trees almost a moral and religious faith act. And therefore he said that the trees in the land of Israel mean more to him than all of the great forests of Switzerland and Scandinavia. His trees are still here, and it's still producing fruit. And because it still produces fruit, Ben-Gurion himself has also a share in the holiness of mitzvot and in the delicacy of fruits that are grown in the land of Israel.
Take a tree, you put a seed in, and mamish kedusha grows. Unbelievable thing.
Everyone should have a share in the land of Israel. Part of the share is helping produce fruit in the land of Israel, helping plant fruit trees through Zohar Tzenu in the land of Israel.
Plant your trees now at IsraelTrees.org.